Hello, my name is Albert Duduza Chelesi. I'm about to present my assignment for project. So I chose the scenario where I had to create a smart room uh, controlling system. So so I'm gonna start by describing my components. So as you can see, I have a push button here. This push button is going to be used for digital input. I have an LED. It's going to be used for digital output. And then we have PIR sensor, which is going to be used for digital input to detect whether there is motion or not. We have the analog input, which is a potentiometer. So I chose to use the potentiometer instead of LDR for light intensity. We also have a servo motor, which is going to be used as analog output using PWM. So now we go into the code. So I'm going to start by showing you my I have an ESP code. So this links to the to these components, and also I have my Flask code right there. So this Flask code is gonna be used as a server. So this is gonna be like the middleman for in order for the Flask and Flet in order for the ESP and Flask to be able to like communicate. So this is my Flet app where we're gonna control some of the components right here and also monitor them. So I'm gonna connect my circuit. Let me first so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to run the server to check whether ESP communicates with the server. So I'm going to run the server. As you can see, the server is running, and then I'm gonna you will see when I start to connect my ESP, something is going to happen there. So now I just connected my ESP, and then let's see, let me check. Is this running? Get error. Why am I getting an error? Oh, I didn't turn on the Wi-Fi, so let me just turn on the Wi-Fi. Let me just so they won't be able to communicate without the Wi-Fi. As you can see, something happens there on the terminal once I connected the Wi-Fi. So let's go to the server and check whether there is communication. We go to the local host. As you can see, there is some movement there. As I turn the potentiometer this way, you can see the values change there, they decrease. As I increase, you can see the values increase there. As I press the button, you can see button pressed, I release, no. I press the button, yes. I release, no. So there is communication between my my ESP and the server. So now we go into the to the Flet app, right? So I'll go to the Flet app. So this is my Flet app. So I'm going to run it. Wait a bit. So here is my Flet app. So you can see with my Flet app, I have the controls right there, which is I can turn on the LED. I can lock the servo and unlock it. I can also monitor the potentiometer value there. So the value actually through this front end, I've made the value to range between 1 and 50. And then as you can see, let me press the button. You see the button is pressed. When I release, the button is not pressed. And also the ESP, the PIR sensor is also detecting some motion there. And then when you scroll down, I have a sensor history. So this actually captures the values of the potentiometer and whether during those time intervals, 10-second time intervals, whether motion was detected or not. And then let's see. So as you can see, when I turn on the LED, I turn it on, it turns on my breadboard. When I turn it off, it turns off. And then now we go into the servo. So this is my servo. So when I unlock the servo, I unlock, lock, I unlock, right? So as you can see on the potentiometer, the PIR sensor, currently there is no motion detected. But when I move my hand, you can see motion detected. I remove my hand and wait a bit. Just wait a few seconds. No motion detected, right? There is no motion detected. I put in my hand again, motion detected. So I can detect motion. So going back to the potentiometer, as you can see the value right there, it's 34. When I decrease the value, the LED is going to turn on. When the value is below it's below 25, the value the LED is going to turn on. Let me just move. That's 50. It's gonna be off. Not detected. Let me just decrease. You see the LED turns on. Again, when it's below 25, we have our LED on. So when it's above 25, the LED is off. But then we can also, with the button, we can override the value of the potentiometer. For example, as you can see, the value it's the potentiometer currently it's off, right? You can also turn it on to bypass it. To bypass the potentiometer value, it turns on even though the potentiometer is 36. But then we can also let the potentiometer to take control again by, you see, the potentiometer has taken control again. So they can, you can either use a button, or you can use you can let the potentiometer, take control, right? You can override the potentiometer with the push button. Yes, basically this is what my project is all about. And you can see the log keeps on like taking track of the values constantly. It's constantly updating every 10 seconds. As you can see, you can scroll down and monitor the values. So this is what my project does. Thank you.